CIET NCERT presents Audiobook of Mathematics for Class 5 entitled MATHMAGIC 5. This is the Chapter 4.
Part 1.
Page 50. Parts and Wholes. Our flag. You must have seen the flag of our country. Do you know how to draw the flag? Draw a rectangle of length 9 centimeters and width 6 centimeters. Divide it into 3 equal parts and complete the flag. On the right side of the page, we see the picture of our national flag. The top 1/3 of our flag is saffron or orange. What is the color of the middle 1/3 of the flag? Where will you draw the Ashoka Chakra? How much of the flag will you color green? Is the white color now less than 1/3 of the flag? Why? There is a yellow box below this in which there are 2 different flags. The first one is the flag of Afghanistan, and the second one is the flag of Myanmar. Now, observe this flag. How much of it is black? Dash. The green part of the flag can be written as dash. Is red less than 1/3 of the flag? Why? Coming on to the second flag. This is the flag of Myanmar, our neighbor. Is blue more than 1/4 of the flag or less? Guess how much of the flag is red. Is it more than half? Is it more than 3/4? For the teacher. Because of the blue chakra in the white part of the Indian flag, the white color is a little less than 1/3. There can be some discussion on this point. Page 51. Find out. Collect as many flags as you can. How many flags have 3 colors? Are all the colored parts equal in these flags? This is the flag of the Math Club in a school in Kerala. What part of the flag is colored red? What part is green? Below this we see the picture of the flag of the Math Club. See this black logo? Observe this black logo. Draw it. Is there a math club in your school? If not, ask your teacher how to set it up. Design a flag for your math club. Draw it here. Below this, there is a white-colored rectangle with blank space for you to draw the flag. Have you used the red color? What part of the flag did you color red? What were the other colors you chose? For the teacher. Math club can be set up in the school in which interesting activities can be taken up like making puzzles, shapes with tangrams, maps of buildings, looking for different geometrical shapes and angles in the environment, calculating area and perimeter of a school ground, etc. Page 52. Magic top. Let us make a magic top. Take a cardboard piece. Draw a circle of radius 3 centimeters and cut it out. Divide the circle into 8 equal parts. Now, each part is 1/8 of the circle. Color 2/8 red, 1/8 orange, 1/8 yellow, etc. as shown here. Push a matchstick through the center of the circle. Your magic top is ready. Spin it fast. What do you see? Can you see all the colors? Write what you see in your notebook. To the top right corner of the page, we see the picture of a boy holding a magic top. and on the left side we see the picture of the boy spinning the top and enjoying. Practice time. A. Chocolate bar. Manju had a chocolate. She gave 1/4 of it to Raji, 1/3 to Sugatha, and 1/6 to Sheila. She ate the remaining part. How many pieces of chocolate did each get? Right here. We see the picture of the chocolate bar to the right of the question, and below that, the names of the different students. Raji, Sugatha, Sheila, and Manju. There is a blank space below the names of all the students in which you have to write the answers. What part of the chocolate did Manju eat? Page 53. B. Color the hats. On the right side of the page we see a picture with many hats which are worn by different children. They are all white so far, and you have to do the coloring as instructed. Color 1/3 of the hats red. Color 3/5 hats blue. How many hats did you color red? How many hats did you color blue? What part of the hats are not colored? C. Equal parts of a triangle. Below this we see drawn pictures of two women who are dancing on drum beats. The lower part of their dress is shown as white triangles. The first one is divided into some parts. Below this first triangle we have the text, "The white triangle is divided into 3 equal parts. Fill each 1/3 part with a different color. Can you show that these parts are equal? Think how." And below the second triangle we have this text. Now try to make 3 equal parts of this triangle in a different way. Color each 1/3 with a different color. Page 54. D. 6 parts of a rectangle. Rani has divided a green rectangle into 6 equal parts like this. Below this we see the picture of a green rectangle which has been divided into 6 equal parts with red lines. Below that we have pictures of 3 more rectangles, 1 blue and 2 yellow in color. These are drawn on different shapes. The first one on a giraffe, the second and third on trucks going on roads. Question. Now you divide each of these rectangles into 6 equal parts. Use a different way for each of the 3 rectangles. Discuss. How will you check that each part is really 1/6 of that rectangle? The green rectangle is bigger than the blue one. Can we say that 1/6 of the green rectangle is bigger than 1/6 of the blue rectangle?
Part 1.
Chapter 4 ends here. CIET NCERT presents Audiobook of Mathematics for Class 5 entitled MATHMAGIC 5. This is the Chapter 4.
Part 2.
Page 55. Greedy Gatekeepers. Remember Birbal, the clever minister of King Akbar? MATHMAGIC Class 4, page 14. Do you know how he became a minister? Birbal was then a young boy living in a village. He was very clever and could write poetry. He thought he would try his luck in the king's court, so he took some of his poems and set off for the city. When he reached the outer gate of the palace, he was stopped by the gatekeeper. "Hey," "Stop there! Where are you going?" shouted the gatekeeper. "I am a poet. I want to see King Akbar and show my poems to him," replied the poet. On the right side of the page towards the top, we see the picture of this action. The gatekeeper is stopping Birbal by shouting, and in return Birbal is replying, "I am a poet." "Oh, you are a poet? The king is kind. He will surely give you a prize. I will let you in if you give me 1/10 of your prize." Below this we see the picture of this action happening. The greedy gatekeeper is telling Birbal to give him 1/10 of his prize. Page 56. Young Birbal agreed, since he had no other way. When he went in, the gatekeeper calculated, "If he gets 100 gold coins, I will get dash gold coins." The poet came to a second gatekeeper. This gatekeeper also said, "I will let you in if you give me 2/5 of your prize." The poet agreed. The gatekeeper happily calculated, "The poet will get at least 100 gold coins, so I will get dash gold coins." The poet reached the last gate. The gatekeeper said, "I will allow you to see the king only if you give me half of the prize that you get." The poet had no other way. He agreed and went inside. The gatekeeper thought, "Today is a great day. If he gets 100 gold coins, I will get dash gold coins. But if he gets 1,000 coins, wow, I will get dash." The king was very happy with the poems and said, "Your work is very good. You can ask anything as your prize." "My lord, I want 100 slaps." "What? 100 slaps?" The king was shocked. What happened after that? Complete the story. What part of the prize did the poet get? There are 3 pictures on the page. The first one of Birbal preparing and reciting his poem, the second one of King Akbar listening carefully, and the third one of Birbal smiling after he reveals the mystery of the prize. Page 57. Patterns in parts. There are 4 different grids shown here as A, B, C and D. All of them have white squares, except for A, in which we see some blue squares also. And we know that 8 by 16 is blue and 8 by 16 white, as has already been mentioned in a blank box below the square. Question 1. Make different patterns by coloring some squares in the grids B, C, D. What part of the grid did you color? What part of the grid remained white? Right. 2. Look at grid A again. Is the grid colored? A. 1 by 2 blue, 1 by 2 white. B. 2 by 4 blue, 2 by 4 white. C. 3 by 8 blue, 5 by 8 white. D. 4 by 8 blue, 4 by 8 white. Mark cross on the wrong answer. 3. Draw grids of 16 squares and make patterns with A. 2 by 8 red, 1 by 2 yellow, 1 by 4 green. B. 3 by 16 blue, 5 by 16 red, 1 by 2 yellow. Page 58. Ramu's vegetable field. Ramu's vegetable field has 9 equal parts. What vegetable does he grow? Below this we have the picture of Ramu's vegetable field, which has been divided into 9 equal parts, and we see the pictures of 9 different vegetables. 1. Which vegetable grows in the biggest part of his field? What part? 2. On what part of the field does he grow potatoes? 3. What part of the field is used to grow spinach? What part is used for brinjals? 4. Now you write some questions by looking at this picture. Page 59. On top of the page there is some blank white space for you to write your answers. Ramu wanted to give these vegetables to his friends. He gave Abu Bakr 1/5 of these tomatoes and 1/3 of the potatoes. Srija got 2/5 of the tomatoes and 3/6 of the potatoes. Nancy got the rest of these vegetables. Circle Abu Bakr's share in blue. Circle Srija's share in yellow. Below this we have the picture of the tomatoes and potatoes. You have to circle the shares as asked. How many potatoes and tomatoes did Nancy get?
Part 2.
Chapter 4 ends here. CIET NCERT presents Audiobook of Mathematics for Class 5 entitled MATHMAGIC 5. This is the Chapter 4.
Part 3.
Page 60. Game. Who colors the circle first? This game is to be played in groups of 4. Each player has to make a circle as shown. Each one has to make 15 tokens on slips of paper. Write 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 6, 1 by 12, 2 by 12, 3 by 12, 4 by 12, etc. till 11 by 12 to make your tokens. Shuffle the tokens and make a pile in the middle of the group. Now you are ready to start the game. The first player takes a token from the pile, colors that part of the picture, and puts the token under the pile. The next player does the same, and so on. The winner is the one who first colors the circle completely. Who won the game? What are the winner's tokens? Write the tokens you got. What part of the circle did you color? Next to this we have the picture of a circle. The card puzzle. Look carefully at the picture and get ready to answer 4 questions. Ready? Below this we have the picture of 4 different squares, A, B, C and D. Squares A, B and C have a small black square at their different corners. Square D is completely empty. Page 61. Divide the white area in square A into 2 equal parts. Got the answer? Was that easy? Now do the second question. 2. Divide the white area in square B into 3 equal parts. That too is easy, isn't it? Now see the third question. 3. Divide the white area in square C into 4 equal parts. Is it a bit difficult? Don't worry, take your time. Only if you have given up, look for the answer. Here comes the last question. 4. Divide the white area in square D into 7 equal parts. The world record for this is 7 seconds, but you can take minutes. Tired of thinking? Look for the answer on page 68. So, was that difficult? Guess and check. A. What part of each shape is colored? First, guess the answer, then check. Below this, we have two different pictures with two different shapes. The first one is a white octagon which has a blue triangle drawn on it. The second one is a white rectangle with a magenta square on one of the corners. For the teacher, the coloring circle game and many more such activities should be done in class. The follow-up discussions for all these activities will play a major role in developing children's conceptual understanding about fractions. Page 62. 3. There's a white square in which we see two red small squares, one on the top and one on the bottom right corner. 4. There is a white rectangle lying horizontally in which we see 4 different magenta squares. One is at the top left corner, one is in the middle towards the right side, and 2 are on the bottom. B. We see the picture of a big square which is divided by different lines into different shapes. On the top we see a red triangle made by these lines. The lines are also creating a number of other shapes within this big square. Do you remember this picture? Look at the small triangle. What part of the square is it? How will you find this out? Divide the big triangles and other shapes into small triangles, like the red one. How many small triangles are there altogether? Colored parts. Complete these. We see 4 different circles here, each with different shapes and colors drawn inside it with the help of some lines. Below the circles we have the text written. 1. This circle is divided into 2 equal parts. Out of dash equal parts, 1 part is colored blue. 2. Here the circle is divided into dash equal parts. Out of dash equal parts, dash parts are colored blue. 3. Here the circle is dash. 4. Here the circle is dash. So we can say that 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by dash is equal to dash by 6 is equal to dash by 8. Page 63. Cutting the halwa. On top of the page we see the picture of a man who has brought some halwa for his 2 kids, Ammu and Anu, the 2 girls who seem very happy. Ramesh bought a piece of halwa for his children, Ammu and Anu. He divided it equally for them. Each will get dash part of halwa. This piece is too big. We can't eat it, they said. So he divided the pieces into half again. Now how many pieces will Ammu get? What part of the halwa is it? Dash. Make it even smaller, Dad, they asked. So he again cut the halwa into smaller pieces. Okay, thank you, Dad. Towards the right side we see the picture of halwa starting from the full piece, 1 part, being cut into different parts as asked by Ammu and Anu. Page 64. Now how many pieces will each get? What part of the halwa is each piece now? If Ramesh had cut the halwa into 6 equal parts, how many pieces would each have got? Look at your answers for questions 1 to 4 and write. 1 by 2 is equal to dash by dash 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 is equal to dash by dash. Parts of the strip. Look at the picture. Write what part of the strip is each green piece. Write the part for a piece of each color. Below this we see a big rectangle with many different colored strips inside it. There are some vertical lines also drawn within the rectangle that cut these strips into different pieces of different sizes. How many 1/4 will make a half? How many 1/8 will make 1/4? How many 1/8 are in half? Now ask your friends some questions on the same picture. Patterns. There's a picture of a square which is divided into different parts through some lines, creating some rectangles and squares of different colors and sizes. Look at this square. What part is colored blue? What part is green? Puzzle. Is it equal? A Minnie says half of half and 1/3 of 3/4 are equal. Do you agree? How will you show this? For the teacher. The use of concrete things such as matchsticks, bottle caps, etc. will help children make sense of equivalent fractions such as 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 4 is equal to 3 by 6 is equal to 4 by 8 is equal to 5 by 10. Children must make their own fraction strips using papers of different sizes. Encourage them to compare the strips by coloring them into different fractions. Page 65. From a part to the whole. We see the picture of a part of a flower. 1. This shows 1/5 petals of a flower. Complete the flower by drawing the other petals. 2. Again, here is a picture. The picture shows 1/3 of the blades of a fan. Complete the picture by drawing the other blades. 3. Half of the blades of another fan are shown here. Complete the picture by drawing the other half. How many blades have you drawn? Rupees and paise. How many 50 paise will make 1 rupee? Is 50 paise half of 1 rupee? How many 25 paise coins will make 1 rupee? 25 paise is dash part of 1 rupee. 20 paise is dash part of 1 rupee. How many 10 paise will make 1 rupee? So, 10 paise is dash part of 1 rupee.
Part 3.
CIET NCERT presents Audiobook of Mathematics for Class 5 entitled MATHMAGIC 5. This is the chapter 4.
Part 4.
Page 66. An Old Woman's Will. Once there lived an old woman. She lived with her 3 daughters. She was quite rich and had 19 camels. One day she fell ill. The daughters called the doctor. The doctor tried his best but could not save the woman. After her death, the daughters read what she had written in her will. My eldest daughter will get half of my camels. My second daughter will get 1/4 of my camels. My third daughter will get 1/5 of my camels." The daughters were really puzzled. "How can I get half of the 19 camels?" asked the eldest daughter. "Half of 19 is 9.5. "But we can't cut the camel," the second daughter said. "That is right, but what will we do now?" asked the third daughter. Just then they saw their aunt coming. The daughters told her their problem. "Show me the will. I have an idea. You take my camel, so you have 20 camels. Now can you divide them as your mother wanted?" The aunt said. "You want half of the camels, don't you? Take 10 camels," she said to the eldest daughter. "Take your share," the aunt told the second daughter. She took 1/4 of the camels and got camels. "You can take 1/5 of the camels," the aunt told the third daughter. She got camels. The daughters were very happy and counted their camels. 10 plus plus is equal to 19. Page 67. "The one remaining is mine," said the aunt, and took her camel away. Below this we see the picture of the aunt taking away her camel and the 3 girls standing there. How did this happen? Discuss. Arun's timetable. We see a large horizontal strip which is divided into many small strips by vertical lines. The first few strips have been colored pink. That shows sleeping 1/3 of a day. Use different colors to show playing 1/8 of a day, studying 1/4 of a day. How many hours does Arun take for sleeping hours, studying hours, playing hours? What part of the day does he use for other activities? Towards the right side, we have some helping text given in the form of talking pictures. There's a picture of Arun's mom telling us Arun sleeps at 10 p.m. and wakes up at 6 a.m. He plays from 7 to 8 a.m. and again from 4 to 6 p.m. And then there is a confused-looking boy telling us, "One day is 24 hours. Then how will I find out 1/3 of a day?" Page 68. School magazine. A school has decided to bring out a magazine every quarter of the year. How many magazines will they have in a year? If they want to print it at the end of each quarter of a year, which are the months for printing? Mark the number for those months. Below this we have a horizontal strip which is divided into 12 equal parts marked from 1 to 12, showing the months of a year. Sleeping Beauty. Have you heard of Kumbhakarna, the brother of Ravana? He is famous for sleeping for half a year. Most people sleep about 8 hours a day. Then what part of a day is it? So what part of a year do they sleep? A person 60 years old must have slept years. Answer. Card puzzle, page 61. Did you get stuck on square D? Actually, that was the easiest. To the right of this, we have the different squares A, B, C, and D for you. For the teacher. Children should be encouraged to think of what part of a day they spend in different activities. They should be sensitive about those children who have to spend a large part of the day working or helping at home. They should also be encouraged to think about parts of a year. Page 69. Kirti's shopping list. We have the picture of a girl going to market to buy some stuff. There is a yellow-colored price list that is displayed there, indicating the prices of different items. And the girl has the amounts or the quantities of each item that she has to buy. Look at the yellow price list. A. How much does 2 kilograms of tomato cost? B. How much does half kg of tomato cost? C. Kiran wants 2.5 kg of tomato. How much will it cost? D. How much does 3.5 kg potato cost? E. What is the price of 1/4 kg of carrot? F. He bought a gourd of weight 4 3/4 kg and it costs dash. G. Look at the shopping list in Kirti's hand. How much will she have to pay to buy all of these? H. Make a bill of your own for vegetables you want to buy. Find the total money you will have to pay. We have a table drawn towards the bottom right of the page with 3 columns indicating item, price in rupees per kilogram, and amount. Write in the different items with their prices and the amount spent on each, and then you will get the total in the end. For the teacher, children should be encouraged to bring samples of real price lists and bills to discuss in the classroom. Page 70. Practice time. 1. Rahim's journey. Rahim has to travel 1/4 kilometers to reach school. What distance does he travel to go to school and come back? 2. What coins? Latha bought a pencil and a pen for 7.5 rupees. She gave rupees 10. The shopkeeper gave back the money in half and quarter rupees. What are the coins she got? 3. At the railway station. We have a girl standing at the railway platform listening to the announcement being made on the public announcement system. The announcement says, "Your attention please. Mangalore Express coming from Mangalore and going to Thiruvananthapuram is now running late by half an hour." There's another picture below this where there's a conversation. A man is telling 2 ladies about the train. "Oh, the train is late today. The right time is 6:45. A. What time is the train expected to come today? B. Nazia gets off at a station after 2.5 hours from this station. What time will she get off? C. Shaji will take 5 hours to reach Ernakulam by this train. At what time will he reach there?
Part 4.
Chapter 4 ends